Hi, my name is Shannon Patchen, and I'm going to be doing kneeling triceps. So obviously we're going to focus on the tricep muscle, and we're going to be doing exactly what the tricep is meant for, arm extensions. And so obviously we're going to be doing a lot with arm strength, that's what we're targeting here. And our breathing pattern is going to be inhale to prepare, exhale when we extend our arms. So first things first, we're going to use our TheraBand here. We're going to put our knees right here onto our TheraBand, making sure that our knees are right underneath our hips, and so you want to keep the straight line, straight angle right like that. Again, I'm going to keep my hips parallel to my knees parallel to my hips, right underneath it, and then I'm going to do the same with my arms. Put my arms right underneath my shoulders, trying to keep my back as straight as possible, my shoulder blades down. I don't want to be hunched up like this, I want to be back. And then I'm going to take my other hand, grab my TheraBand, and make the same curve shape, and then inhale, and then exhale. I'm going to punch back as I do that, all the while thinking about trying to push my head straight and pushing through my brain. And so that's a good way to keep your body level and straight and not become all catawonky. Alright, so I'm going to flip over so you can see my other side. And again, you're going to keep your body very straight. You're going to keep your knees straight underneath your hips and your arms right underneath your shoulders. You're going to bend over and keep your back as straight as you possibly can. One good way to think of this is to think that you're pushing through your head. And if you think about pushing through your head, you will get that straight sort of effect. So again, curve your arm and breathe in and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. And you're going to want to make sure that your shoulder blades are relaxed. You don't want to be hunched over like this. You want to be back and relaxed, keeping everything straight as you possibly can. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And that is kneeling triceps. So we are going to now be looking at our rotator cuffs, or we're going to be doing a rotator cuff exercise. So to do that, we're going to focus on our cis muscles, and cis obviously is our supraspinatus, our infraspinatus, our teres minor, and our subscapularis. So we're going to take all four of those muscles and we're going to focus on them and work on them. And the goal is obviously shoulder stability, and these are all muscles around your shoulder. So that's why it's the cis muscles working on shoulder stability. The breathing pattern for this is going to be alternating four beats for every one exhale. So it's going to be like 4 beats, exhale, if that makes sense. So we are going to again take our TheraBand and we are going to use it to measure out the width of our hips. So my hips are here, and so I'm going to take my thumb and index finger and pinch wherever my hips end. And so for me, that's about right there. Obviously it's different for everybody, so yours is going to be slightly different. So basically you're going to take it, you're going to start down here, pop your elbows out just a little bit, and you're going to make sure you stay very straight as you do this. Very straight, almost as if you're a robot. And you know how like robots, they can't slouch because they're robots. It's like that. You're a robot basically. You can't slouch. You're mechanical. So you're going to take it and you're just going to pulse. You're just going to start bouncing. Just like this. Pull, 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 pull. Pulsing all the way up. And then you're going to slowly move up to your belly button and then all the way up to your forehead. Another good way you can think to stay straight is by thinking that where your abdomen is you have a wine glass. Now, if you slouch, the wine glass is obviously going to break. So you need to keep straight so that way you don't break your wine glass. It's like that. And so again, we're going to be breathing every 4 breaths. That's like Alright, so that is down here all the way up to here. You're also going to take your TheraBand, put it behind you like this. Again, hip width apart, so put it behind you. Pop your elbows just like that. Stay straight. We don't want to break our wine glass. And you're just going to do the exact same thing. You're just going to start pulsing. Just going to pulse, 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 pulse. And you don't want to move your elbows. Just your hands. You know, you just want to, because we're working on shoulder stability. You want to keep your shoulders straight as you possibly can. And just pull with your index finger and your thumb, same way. You're going to try to keep your elbows as straight as possible and your shoulders as straight as possible. And you're really just moving the other part of your body, right where your hands are. So then once you do that for a little bit, you're going to push back and keep going. And just keep pulling or pulsing back and forth. All right, and that is your rotator cuff TheraBand exercise.